to stand up to the occasion and rise and rescue the people of Nairobi. Governor Mike Sonko operates a Sonko rescue team. We must use this house now to rescue the people of Nairobi from Governor Sonko. Now the rescuer is a person we need to be rescued from. Members of this honorable house, we have led evidence that a stadium that our youth are supposed to use and utilize for sports, and men and women of sports, was given a particular clarification and a particular specification. What did we get in return? We got scrap metals being used to put up a stadium. Has that been rebutted? No. What does the governor say? The governor says, very, very in a manner that I would not want to describe so that I may not be accused of being disrespectful. He says that this is not my officer. The officer left, or the officer left the office. He does not even have the guts or the ability to realize that Section 30 of the County Government Act enjoins him as the sole person who has the responsibility of protecting the public resources. What does the Public Procurement and Regulations Authority say? They say the money was not put into proper use. What does Article 201 say? 201 says that there must be prudent use of public resources. Prudent use means that Kenya should not even lose a single shilling. A single shilling matters to the Kenyan. Why? Because they are the taxpayers. Why? Because they own the money. There should be no excuse for all purposes and intent to excuse a fraudulent person. Evidence has been laid that we did not get value for the money when it came to the question of the construction of the Dandora Stadium. And Governor himself has actually acknowledged that the EACC, in its affidavit, paragraph 15, that the EACC is actually investigating that processes. Honorable members, if the process was beyond reproach, would EACC have swung to actions? By the fact that a constitutionally or a statutory established organ has swung into action, punching holes to the entire process of the construction of that stadium, it tells you that there is smoke. Where there is smoke, there is fire. How do we put out the fire? This house must extinguish this fire. If this fire is not extinguished by this house, by upholding the impeachment of Governor Sonko, it will not only consume this generation, but it will also consume the future generation. What does Article 10 speak to? And what does the preamble to the Constitution speak to? It speaks to us upholding and utilizing our natural resources, be it finances or whatever, in a manner that is prudent, so that we can promise the intra and extra generational equity. Intra and extra generational equity is a principle that says that the person in charge of today's resources must be prudent so that those resources can also be available to be utilized by the future generation. How will the future generation benefit with a stadium that was supposed to be done with concrete? Now it is mere scrap metals. I believe wherever Catherine Dereva is, I believe where Kipchoge Keino is, I believe where our athletes are, those who are alive and those who have departed, they must be